This is 2010 annual federal subsidies for electrical production per megawatt. Coal, 64 cents. Natural gas, 63 cents. Nuclear energy, 278. And wind power, $52.43 per megawatt. Yes, wind gets 81 times the subsidies of natural gas. Natural gas receives no cash grants, just standard deductions available to most businesses. And wind energy is less than 2% of our nation's energy source. So if somebody can tell or explain to me how this is a viable operation, please let me know. That's it.
In the meantime, those are valid points, and my concern as a representative for the concerned citizens is just getting an ordinance that protects us citizens. There's a lot of politics and a lot of stuff you could talk all night long. You could be here till midnight, and I don't want to get into that. I hate politics, but I like local politics, local government. But other than that, I'm not interested in politics. But protect the citizens and think of everybody, all of us. And yeah, you really, if you want to really look at it, you got to look at the big picture. But for right now, we got to focus on that wind ordinance.
Steve, I think didn't your president and my president say that by 2015 we got to have so much green energy?
Yeah, I think you said someplace. He didn't say where we had to get it from, though. You know, we're going to be out in the desert with solar panels shipped up through the grid up to Richville, which is probably hard. Guilford's probably going down to Ohio. You know, yeah, you got to love Obama.
I just wanted to let you know, it is regulated by state, so Michigan does have 10% that it needs to get by 2015, which is why we're looking in Michigan so hard.
Yeah.
So why do you look at such prime farmland here? Why don't there's so much ground that doesn't get used? The state has thousands and thousands of acres in this. Why don't you go on state land? The state's broke. The money would go to the state. And we've had Act 116 to preserve farmland for 40 some years now. And now all of a sudden it gets taken away because of this. Why just as a company, why are you looking at it right here?
We go to the best wind regions, and this is one of them.
I guess I'd like to see where you
got.
got.
If you go to like northern Michigan, there's a lot of trees. That's not helpful for wind. We can't.
I can't hear you. What did you say?
We go to the best regions for wind. That's why we're here. That's why so many people are in Huron County, over in Sanilac County, Gratiot County, Hillsdale County. Those are the best wind areas in the state. That's why we're here.
I guess I'd like to see that information because I have a lot of information as a pilot of wind regions, and it goes by elevation, and we're 600 feet above sea level, 550, and they're 1,800 feet up north, and wind.
I can get you some wind maps.
Not the ones your company made. I'd like to see some other.
No,
ones,
it's NREL.
No, I'm serious. You know.
We don't make wind maps yet. Okay.
Okay, I'd like to see that. Thank you.
Any other comments right now?
Just one comment. I'm going to keep my personal opinions to myself. I started to say opinions like it's not important. But he made a good point. If Gratiot County wants them, if I was a salesperson or in your position, I'd want to go where I have the easiest chance for success. And I want to make myself and my company look good. If I'm selling whatever it is, beet seed or whatever, I'm going to go where I can make the good sales. And it seems like you got a roadblock here a little bit, and maybe not a little bit, maybe a lot. And it's just, you think you'd communicate back to your company that, boy, this is going to be a challenge, and maybe if you want to meet your mandate so bad, go over to Gratiot County and put another one next to theirs.
We do have a large group that is supportive, and they're not present, obviously. It's just me here. But we do have a lot of people in the area that are supportive and that don't want to get so involved in this debate, I guess.
I haven't seen them yet. At the beginning of the meeting here, they told us there's nobody here, and I haven't seen them yet. I'm curious how many there are.
We have quite a large group. I'm not here to say people's names, or if they're not going to show up, then I'm not going to say.
Yeah, I'm just curious because I haven't seen any yet, and I'm just wondering where it is.
You'd think you'd have a better idea of quite a large group, like maybe 120, or I'm curious. I can't get any answers from anyone.
Closed door meeting.
Yeah.
Invitation only.
I can't. I mean, if they're not showing up, I can't.
Yeah.
See, you're not allowed to say anything, so who is? We asked our planning commission, and they don't seem to have answers. Nobody has answers there, and it gets real frustrating.
I understand, but it's not my position.
Real frustrating.
I mean, these are your neighbors. Talk to people around you.
They don't talk either.
That's
Aaron,
actually
I can't get
about
anything
that.
out of anybody. I wrote the letter to the editor, and I'm not ashamed I wrote it, but I wrote it from the heart, and I meant it. I'm sick and tired. You like going to someone, your boss, and won't tell you where you're going next week to work? Just, you're left hanging. It's just real upsetting. And all these people, a lot of our residents are older, and they get riled up over the easiest things, and they're not happy.
I definitely understand the frustration.
Yeah. Somebody said I had gray hair.
Yet the supporters seem to be absent or afraid to voice their support. Wayne, you want to know who's in this group? I'm in the group.
You were at our meeting, you know?
I got it.
Yet your meetings, I haven't been invited to, and I guess I'm asking you for a list of the people in your group.
Well, the meeting that everybody talks about was the landowners meeting. And you have to be a member of the landowners group to get into that meeting. It's like if, Don's a UAW or wasn't a UAW negotiator. Did anybody walk into the street and listen to their negotiations? No. It was a closed meeting.
You attended one of our meetings,
Yeah?
and I don't think you're a member, at
No.
least if you have,
No, I wasn't asked to leave either.
No, because you were welcome.
Yet, the meeting that was at the high school, I
That was a
believe
members
people
only meeting.
were turned away.
That was a members only meeting.
I wasn't even invited.
I don't want to make it a big issue, but like if you're a UAW member, you belong to the UAW. We belong to this township. It's like having a group within the UAW that you can't, if you're a UAW member, you shouldn't have a meeting where you can't attend. You're a UAW member. I'm a township resident, and I can't go to a meeting because
That was not.
I'm not in the
that
group.
Was that was not a township meeting.
Okay, it's just you understand where I'm coming from a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah.
Okay.
Right, but I don't think I should be able to walk into a UAW meeting and sit down and say, hey guys, how's it going? I'm gonna listen. It's for UAW members. This was for landowner members, and that's who was invited.
Any other comments? Aaron?
Just want to let everyone know that was a private meeting, but I am in the process of setting up a public open house for everyone to come and learn more if you'd like and talk to different people from our Gratiot project and from our company if you'd like to come and learn more about it. Everyone is invited.
You have guaranteed bids on these things, if you're guaranteed a dollar amount or anything like that, or?
For the landowners, or?
Yeah,
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, what's
we're
guaranteed?
signing-
Like 100,000 a year windmill, 10,000?
we're signing private leases. I can talk to you one-on-one if you're interested in talking about signing your land, but I
Well, I'd
can't.
like to know.
It's confidential with the people we're paying.
Well, see, and that's the problem again, you get,
I can,
everything's
if you're
confidential.
interested, we can sit down and talk about it. It's just not the quite public.
Yeah, I'm willing to
That's what I'm confused about. Now, when I go to Star of the West and sign up for variable rate spreading, they don't make me sign a confidentiality agreement. If I go to Raiders, or I should say Tri-County, and purchase a piece of equipment, I don't have to sign a confidentiality agreement. I've never, that I know of, had to sign a confidentiality agreement. And that's where I'm confused. For something that is so good for the township, which I see 3, possibly 4 county, different representatives going to figure out how they're gonna be taxed. So if this is so good, why is there a confidentiality agreement on everything that's signed? And why are all these meetings held in the strictest confidentiality? I'm really confused there. Maybe you can shed some light on that.
The main reason we have the confidentiality agreement is because for the competition that's so close. Obviously, you have quite a few companies working right in this area, so we don't want the other companies to be seeing what we're paying. It makes it tough competing with each other when you're checkerboarded and all that. So that's the main reason for the confidentiality agreement. As far as the private meeting, that was meant to discuss the final payment terms. That's where we are. That's landowners want to keep that to themselves. That's their business. That was instigated by the landowner, not by my company.
If we don't have a wind
Landowner group in
ordinance,
their county.
why is it